Boys, in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to get a total of 20,000 score in the brand new Elemental Confluence. As you guys know, it just got reset and we got a new challenge. Well, it's kind of the same, but we got new rewards, and also you can get the rerolls again, and it got easier because of the new units. So let's go ahead and show you guys how to get a total of 20,000 score going from each element. So yeah, without further ado, don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and let's get right into it. Before we start, as you guys know, I'm hosting a giveaway in my channel for the Anime Bundle 1 and some battle passes as well. I already announced some winners in my channel. You can go check out the posts of my channel to see if you won, if you already participated. If you haven't already participated or you want to participate again, just comment in this video your Roblox name, and also make sure to be subscribed so you can participate. And good luck to all of you. Alright boys, so for Blast we're gonna be using Akers, Unevolved, and the GOAT Gogeta, not the Vanguard version, but the secret one. Also, I'm not gonna lie, it was this trial that made me realize that bleed stops revitalize. I did not know this. I thought only Rupture did until I played this trial and I tested it before making a video on it. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, we're gonna be doing 2000 score because we don't need any more. But if you do need more score, you can try to do Champions modifier alongside those modifiers that we did. But as I said, if you follow the tutorial, a copy paste of what I did, you should be fine with 2000 to hit the required 20,000 score in total. So let's get right into it. So after placing our farms, we're gonna place our first Gogeta around here. There we go, and then we can give him a Akers in front of him to help him out as well, and then we will start farming. By the way, your Akers must be unevolved, by the way. If it's evolved, it ruins the thing because the next placement is not gonna have bleed and slow. Alright, so we have placed another Akers here after upgrading our farm to the upgrade far for Takarada and maximum for the Spindwagons. And then we're gonna just place another Gogeta here, and then the third Gogeta in the middle, right over here. And yeah, we can also place another Akers around here, I guess, for the future, and then we can just wait around. We can also, I guess, upgrade our Gogetas to those two side Gogetas to level 2, I guess, just to get rid of the enemies faster. Matter of fact, let's make it level 3, and then we can wait until the final round. There we go, we have hit wave 15, so let's go ahead and sell our farms and wait for the boss to spawn so we can max out our Gogeta. Waiting for the boss to spawn, waiting for the boss to spawn. If you still don't understand why I wait for the boss to spawn, it's because of mind control. He will be taking one of my units. There we go, he just took this one. So let's go ahead and max out this Gogeta, and yeah, let's watch him cook. We should definitely be good now. I got some extra money, so I might as well just do this, you know, might as well. Gogeta is too goated, to be honest. One of the most underrated units in the whole game. Actually, that gives me a video idea. And there we go. We are done with the Blast element. Alright, so next up we got Cosmic, and I'm not gonna lie, you can do 2200 with Cosmic, but since we don't need the extra score, we're just gonna do 2000. But if you want to do 2200, you can add the Revitalize modifier. Keep in mind that the goal of this video is to make it as brainless as possible, the least annoying as possible, so we're not gonna be doing Revitalize. We're gonna stick with 2000 score because we don't need the extra score. But if you do need the extra score, let's say for example in the previous elements you didn't just do one of the elements right and you had to sacrifice like 200 score and you need to get it back, you could do the Revitalize modifier here, but it will be a little harder. Now with 2000 it will be very easy, so let's get right into it. Alright boys, after placing your farm, obviously after placing your farms, you're gonna place your Boo around here. If you don't have Boo, just place Frieza around here instead. Now the only reason why I'm gonna be using Boo here at first instead of Frieza, just because he can he is strong enough to kill the early enemies, and also when the boss comes at wave 5 or 6, he will mind control him, and he will have less health than if I placed a Frieza. That's the only reason. So if you do have a Frieza, you're safe to use him instead. As you guys saw, I just upgraded, and then now our Boo got taken. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our Frieza around here and here. 2 Friezas, one here, one here. We're gonna start with this one first, and we're gonna place the alien cadets. Always place alien cadets, and then we're gonna place the second Frieza here, and the alien cadets of this one are gonna be placed around here, and then we will place our third Frieza later. For now, we're gonna upgrade our farms. Those 2 are more than enough to get rid of the boss, by the way. Now, not having Revitalize is very helpful, because Frieza is a very good boss killer, but he kinda sucks against those small enemies, so having them with the Revitalize on will be very annoying to deal with. So I would rather that you guys don't pick it, just follow the tutorial. I used a lot of easy to get units, a lot of recent units, so you should have them in your inventory, you should have them evolved, so it should be easy to get the same score as me in every single element. Now that we maxed out our speedwagons, we're gonna go straight into Takarada until upgrade 5. After we upgraded our Takarada, we're safe to place our third Frieza around here, and we're also gonna give him his alien cadets around here as well. There we go, the second boss has spawned, and we already got our Frieza back, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and place our third and second and third Boos, just to get them stuns. As I said, Boo is an additional unit. There is no need for him, honestly, but if you have him, might as well. So yeah, and we're gonna also start upgrading our Friezas over here. Let's do until upgrade 4, which should be good. And yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna stop at upgrade 4 until we get to the last wave where the boss spawns and mind controls one of our Friezas. That's when we're gonna upgrade our Friezas even further. There we go, we have hit wave 15, so let's go ahead and sell our speedwagons and wait for the boss to appear. The boss has appeared, so I'm gonna do this. And I'm gonna upgrade this Frieza as well, and we will wait until we get our other Frieza back. There we go, we might as well upgrade this guy as well, and yeah, we should be good now. We should definitely be good. Now, Boo is gonna help you a lot, especially if you are using Revitalize, by the way, because he will help separate the small enemies from the boss by stunning them, so your boss won't get healed a lot and way more often than it should. So yeah, it's gonna be very easy to deal with now, and we should be good to go. And there we go, we are done. Next up, we got the curse element. Now for the curse element, you can do 2200, but to make it easier, since we are not in a rush to do that, we don't need the extra score, we're just gonna do 2000 exactly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna be using energy drain, blinded, resilient, solidified, wormhole, boss control, and disable traits. If you want to do 2200, if you need the extra score, use revitalize alongside this mix, but if you don't, just use 2000 and it will be very easy, probably the easiest out of the bunch. Alright, so we're gonna be using the king and farms. I don't know why I brought Holosef. You could actually use him alongside the king because he does cleanse him every 15 seconds, but I'm just gonna be using the king solo. Holosef is just here for moral support. Yeah, we're gonna start by placing our farms. Alright, so now we placed our farms, we're gonna be placing our first, the king, or our first skeleton king, or whatever his name is, in here. So what this guy has that's so special is the fact that debuffs get turned into buffs when they hit him. As you guys can see, look at this. Those enemies have the energy drain, so they drain your damage and they also drain your range. But instead, he's getting buffed because of his ability, or his passive, sorry. So yeah, he's OP for this. Let's go ahead and upgrade our farms. Alright, after we max out our speedwagons, we're gonna add another skeleton king around this area right here. Obviously, this guy will also teleport to him because of their ability, but it doesn't really matter since we actually do need them to be around this place anyways. We're gonna place the third one in here so they get onto the middle. There we go. Now they are in the middle, and then we're gonna upgrade our Takaradas into, or our Takarada, which is a singular unit, to upgrade 5. After we get our Takarada to upgrade 5, we're gonna start upgrading our Skeleton Kings. We're gonna upgrade 2 of them to upgrade 4. This upgrade, or upgrade 3, sorry, this upgrade right here. And then we're gonna wait until after the boss spawns. There we go, now we wait. Alright, we are on wave 15, we're gonna be selling our farms, and we're gonna wait until the boss spawns and takes one of our skeleton, which he just did, and then we're gonna do this upgrade, and then this upgrade again for both of our skeleton kings that didn't get taken, and then yeah, we just wait. I guess you could just do this, just for the sake of it. And whatever, just upgrade this guy since he's back. Welcome back. And you should be good. You should be good to go. If for some reason you struggle and you end up not actually killing the boss by the time he leaves the range, you're gonna sell one of your skeleton, one of your kings or one of your skeleton kings, and you're gonna place him at the back. And what's gonna happen is one of them, actually, you know what? I'm a genius. You're gonna place your Holoseph at the back, because afterwards all of your skeleton kings are gonna TP to him. Here's an example. Look, they're gonna TP to him, right? Because of the ability. So yeah, if you get leaks, just place your Holoseph or whatever curse unit you have as an extra at the end, and all of your skeleton kings will TP to him. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna place my my Holoseph here, so they go back to their original spot. There we go. That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, there we go. Alright boys, next up we got the fire element. Obviously we only need 2000, so we're gonna do 2000. Okay, for this one it's a little weird of a setup, but I think this is a good setup for it, just because we don't want to use mind control because we're using Escanor. I mean, come on. So we're gonna be doing disabled traits, wormhole, we're gonna be doing revitalize, we're gonna do champions, we're gonna do solidified, we're gonna do resilient, we're gonna do blinded, we're gonna do energy drain, we're gonna do everything basically except this one. So yeah, just to avoid using mind control, because we don't want our Escanor to be mind controlled. And yeah, we're gonna be using Escanor, of course. Alright, so as I said, we're gonna be using Escanor alone. We're just gonna be placing him around here. So you see, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place him around here. Why, you may ask? Because here, once the enemies go past this way, this little roundabout here, they're gonna get burned. And as you guys know, for Escanor, every time he inflicts burns, he will cleanse himself. So after they leave his range, he will inflict burn, because a part of his passive says after you leave his range, you will inflict burn. So yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to do here. So let's see if it works properly, and if it does, we're good to go. So here he's gonna get his range decreased, as you guys see, but then there we go. See, he cleansed himself. So yeah, that should be enough. I'm gonna be back once we win. Just make sure to place him in this bush right here. That's just the solution, I guess. And yeah, I'll be back after we win. Okay, so what I noticed is it works, but it's kind of risky. So you guys need to be actually focused here and try your best for it to work. Because, I mean, the range can go very small to the point that enemies get away from this place, right? But then after upgrades, his range will increase again, and then he will hit enemies here and his burn will cleanse him. So it's a little risky, honestly, but it works. It's currently working. So if you place him in the spot I placed him, it should work. And yeah, after you hit wave 11, you're gonna be completely fine after that because of his ability that you will turn on. Yeah, you're definitely fine after a few waves because his range will get too big to the point that it will not be annoying anymore. Alright, so as you guys can see, especially with bosses, it helps because bosses don't die instantly, which means he will keep instantly cleansing himself every time the boss is getting burnt, and we are getting the ultimate attack, which just makes everything easier right now. So yeah, now he's gonna be instantly cleansing himself every single second, and he should be good with dealing damage, with killing anyone and every boss and everything, yeah. So we're good now, it's over. Let's just end this. Alright, you can pop the nuke in the last boss, obviously, just to help a little bit. Well, it helped a lot, but you get what I mean. And yeah, there we go. It should be easy. Just don't use mind control, obviously, because you got only a singular unit. Alright, because we already got 200 extra points, we're gonna sacrifice a little points in the holy element because it's kind of difficult, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sure you can come up with a strat for Dio over Heaven, but honestly, not having Dio is kind of annoying, so we might as well not use him. We're gonna be doing Wormhole, Mind Control, Disable Trait, Solidified, and Resilient. Let's go. Alright boys, so as I said, if you have Dio over Heaven and you have Monkey King, you can do this with 2000. Obviously there's genuinely no need to, but you can do 2000 with Monkey King and Dio over Heaven. Otherwise, you can just use Saber and Shiro to get your 1800 easily. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna place our first Shiro here, and we're gonna place our second Shiro in this area right here. Now we need this guy, this one right here, to collect as much mana as possible, but we are not in a hurry, so we can just place him here and he can do that just fine. Now we're gonna upgrade our speed wagons, and if we see somehow some leaks, we can place the third Shiro here, but until then we can just focus on speed wagons. Yep, there we go. It's time to place our third Shiro alongside one Saber. And then max out our Speedwagons and our Takarada to upgrade 5. Okay, so now that we have upgraded our Takarada to upgrade 5, what we're gonna do is place our second and our third Saber, and now we just wait until the boss spawns. Okay, so before the boss spawns, we're actually gonna be placing or upgrading this Shiro right here, the last Shiro, to upgrade 1, so the boss takes him as his mind control ability. Alright, we have hit wave 15, so let's go ahead and sell those speedwagons for the extra cash and just wait until the boss spawns. Once the boss spawns, he's gonna take our Shiro right here, and we're gonna be able to max out our fully maxed out Shiro, which is here. And there we go. Now I did this just because he can cover most of the map this way, or most of this road at least. So we're just gonna wait for him until he kills those guys, and then once he does that, we're gonna make him target the boss. We can move around with the attacks, with the different attacks for the extra buff, I guess. Sure, we're just gonna do that. And yeah, we will just keep doing those attacks. There we go, we should be good now. Yeah, there we go. This boss is cooked. And then, you know, maybe we should do this, even though we have Resilient on, but maybe we should do Unlimited Forgeries so he can get rid of all the map at once. If he can actually do that in the first place. Oh, did we mess up? Are we cooked? Oh, never mind, we're not. We cooked. We are not cooked. We cooked. Okay, yeah, there we go. GG's. For nature, we're gonna go Disable Traits, we're gonna go Mind Control, we're gonna go Wormhole, we're also gonna go Revitalize, we're gonna go Enemies, we're gonna go Solidified, we're gonna go Blinded, and we're gonna go Energy Drain. Why? Well, obviously because we got Kaguya, which can still get the unknown element if there is an unknown unit in the team that can't be placed. We're also gonna go Resilient, because why not? Okay guys, so for the team, we're gonna go with this team right here. We're gonna go with Kaguya and Wonder Review as our main units. We're also gonna bring Vanguard Sanjinu and this guy, which is Hollow Knight, just for their element, by the way, because we need Unknown and Curse. So whatever the units you want to use that are Unknown or Curse will work. We just want the extra 30% boost for Kaguya, and also the Unknown element on Kaguya, just because we want her to deal as much damage as possible, and also for her to be immune. Also, just keep in mind, guys, that you can do Champions modifier in this element. I didn't do it because we don't really need to. We can just do all the others with 2000 score as well, and just get the mount, which you need to get with 20,000. So you don't really need the extra score. But if you want to do it, if you're missing some score, because you can do the full amount for the other elements, then you might as well add Champions, because you can handle it. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna place our Thunder Review to get rid of those enemies. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna upgrade our speedwagons once and then place our kaguya right over here just to get rid of any potential leaks. And then back to upgrading our speedwagons. After maxing out our speedwagons, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade our Takarada as well to upgrade 5. There we go, and then afterwards we're gonna upgrade our Thunder View a little bit, just a little bit, until upgrade 4 should be enough. Now we keep our Wonder View on upgrade 3 and just wait for the boss to spawn because of his mind control. What I suggest you guys should do is you guys should place your Wonder View at the exact same time that I placed, just so you can get the same results. So he walks the track just exactly how he walked the track for me as well. Because as you guys can see, with the way we placed him, he's gonna go back to the start exactly at the same time that the wormhole spawns, and this way he can deal or he can hit the boss as much as we want. Now that the thing worked and we got our mind control happening, we're gonna go ahead and upgrade our units freely. We're gonna both upgrade our we're gonna max out our Thunder View and then upgrade our Kaguya as much as we can. Now, once our Thunder View goes past our enemies and get rid of those enemies that are with the boss, those guys right here. There we go. Oh wait, he just killed the boss. Okay, so my plan was to actually get rid of the boss at the last second using the ability, but this guy just one-shot the boss. That wasn't the plan, guys. My fault. Yeah, let's just use this ability to end the game. GG's. That was too easy. For passion, we're gonna go with the score of 1900. Alright, so the units are looking a little weird, but yeah, we're not gonna use Sakura. I tried something with Sakura and it didn't work. But yeah, we're gonna be using Rumi. You can bring Orihime if you want, just for the extra buff that she gives, but you can live without her. And yeah, we're gonna start with placing our farms first. Okay, after we placed our farms, we're gonna place our first Rumi right over here. And then we're gonna upgrade our speedwagons a little bit. Alright, after we max out our speedwagons, we're gonna place our second Rumi around the corner right here. Now make sure to place her exactly like mine, so she can cover the most ground and get rid of those leaks. And then we're gonna upgrade both of those Rumis twice, so upgrade 2 for both. And then we're gonna go into upgrading our Takarada until upgrade 5. Okay, so once we upgraded our Takarada to level 5, we're done with the farms and we're gonna start preparing for our last Rumi, which is gonna be our main one. We're gonna place her around here and we're gonna place the Orihime unit where she can only hit her, so she can give her the buff. And yeah, now we're just gonna wait until the boss spawns, which is gonna take a little while because we're still on wave 12. Also, upgrading those two guys one more time wouldn't hurt, so might as well do it. Alright, the boss has spawned, so we're gonna go quickly and upgrade this this one right over here. There we go, we clutched it. As you guys saw, that was a close call, so make sure to be fully focused. The minute the boss drops that freaking or takes your unit with mind control, max out this unit right here, and then you should be good to go. Because this is the only reason why we can't use Resilient, by the way, because when Rumi has 30 plus enemies on her map, she becomes full AoE, and if she goes full AoE with the Resilient on, you're not gonna go ahead and kill the boss. It will be low-key impossible. Anyways, you can just upgrade this unit, might as well, why not, just to kill the boss faster. And yeah, this should be over anytime soon. There we go, one more hit. Boom. And there we go. Okay, now we got Spark, which should be very easy. We're gonna be using disabled traits, Mind Control, Wormhole, Revitalize, Solidified, and also Energy Drain. As you guys know, the Spark element has a damage debuff immunity, so we can safely use Energy Drain without any consequences. Alright, so for the team, we're just gonna be using Godzilla on farms because he's goated, so let's go right into it. We're gonna place our farms first. And then after we are done with placing our farms, we're gonna place our first Godzilla around this corner right here. There we go. Next up, we're gonna start upgrading our speedwagons until we reach upgrade 3. Alright, once we hit upgrade with Takarada, sorry, Speedwagon, we're gonna place our second Godzilla over here. There we go. Now for the third, we're gonna place him shortly in here just to get rid of the leaks, and then we're gonna sell him to place him in the middle later on. So just max out your Speedwagons quickly and then place another lizard here just in case there's some leaks. There we go. And now we're gonna go and upgrade our Takarada until upgrade 5 before starting to upgrade our Godzillas. There we go, we are done with that, and now we're just gonna upgrade both our Godzillas over here to this upgrade, which is the tail swipe. There we go, that's the first one done, and then we're gonna do the second one. Always start with this one because it's probably gonna have to deal with some strong enemies that leaked, but yeah, for the second one we're also gonna be reaching tail swipe upgrade. There we go. Now we just wait until the boss spawns. But before the boss does spawn, make sure to sell this because you won't be having any more leaks, and just place it around this area right here, just waiting for the last wave when the boss does use his wormhole and his ability to steal one of our two strong units, and then we're gonna max this unit out. Okay, it's almost time for the boss to spawn. Don't worry about the leaks for now. If you see that the leaks are almost hitting your base, just sell one of your last Godzillas because we're just waiting for the boss to spawn to press this button right here and we're gonna be good. There we go. It's time. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place this guy here just to not get any leaks at all, even one stock. There we go. And yeah, we're good. We're definitely good now. Just gonna upgrade this guy. And yeah, we just wait until our Godzilla kills the boss, to be honest. Obviously, the boss isn't taking any damage right now because he was getting carried by Revitalize, but right now he will start taking damage without anything to save him. So yeah, we're good now. We're also gonna be doing a little thing here if the boss doesn't get killed. It's honestly, I don't know why, but it's RNG, because one time when I was testing this, it worked, but now it didn't. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. And just hit the boss with this ability. I'm just gonna just discharge it as much as I could. And unleash it right now. And yeah, we're good. So yeah, make sure to have that as your secure option if you think you won't be getting rid of the boss with this one over here. But yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I don't know how this works. It's just depending on how fast you kill the other NPCs that... Oh, we got a familiar. Nice. It depends on how long it takes you to kill the enemies that will do Revitalize and give health to your boss, to be honest. Okay, boys, so for Unbound, we're gonna be doing Disable Traits, Mind Control, Wormhole, Revitalize, Solidified, Resilient, and for the extra score that we're lacking, we're gonna be adding Champions. Alright, so let's get this started as usual with the farms. So we are gonna place our first unit around this area over here. So for the Hell Killer, we're gonna place him in here exactly. There we go. So next up, we're also gonna place a Broly. As you guys can see, we're gonna place our Broly over here, and we're gonna use his ability as well, because we did use Champions, so we definitely needed to do that. Now, alongside Broly, we're gonna replace another Hell Killer in this area. Oh wait, his one placement, I forgot. Okay, ignore that, that didn't just happen. Yeah, we're gonna place our second Broly in here. And we're gonna start upgrading our farms. Okay, maybe turning this on was a bad idea here. Let's just turn it off. There we go, we killed the first boss. Okay, so after maxing out our speedwagons, we're gonna upgrade actually our Takarada twice, and then we're gonna wait until the second boss spawns. We're just gonna upgrade Takarada, I'm not gonna lie, until the second boss, which is the boss at wave 10 or 11, I'm not sure, until that one spawns. There we go. Now we're gonna place at wave 11. We're gonna place our third Broly, because our boss just spawned and just took one of our Brolys. And yeah, we just got our Broly back, fortunately. Now, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start upgrading my first Broly, the one that I placed at the start, a little bit, because he's the one that is gonna have the most sales. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait, which just happened, I'm gonna wait until he goes into upgrade 7. Because before upgrade 7, he was gonna go into his full AoE mode. His full AoE mode is decent, but it has a long SPA. Also, we got resilient on, so there is no point in doing that. Okay, so now we're just gonna wait until the boss spawns, because obviously, as we all know, our Broly is gonna be taken, so we're not gonna do any upgrades, because obviously without even any upgrades we should be good with this mode. We should be good and we should be able to kill all the minions. Now we wait until the boss spawns, and then we wait until a wormhole happens. We wait until the boss also uses his mind control. Okay, our boss finally took our enemy, our unit, sorry. Now what we're gonna do, boys, is we're gonna max out our Hell Killer, and then what we're gonna do is, this is my most anticipated thing ever. This is the thing that I literally done this just to do this, by the way. We're gonna use the ability Hell Walker, and we're gonna destroy this noob boss right here. Alright, we're just gonna get rid of this noob boss over here. GG easy. Yeah, get destroyed. And then, since I'm still in the ability, might as well just do this. Actually, I'm gonna go kill those guys, because they will take quite a long time to get into our... There we go. Yeah, I don't know what I was doing there, but holy moly, we destroyed that boss. What a noob boss, bro. Yeah, since we're here and we need just to get rid of the thing, might as well just upgrade my Brolys a little bit. You know, matter of fact, I'm just gonna sell this guy and I'm gonna place him here, because why not, bro? We are in some sort of a rush, so might as well you hurry up, please. I know it was probably very easy to do with Broly only as a solo unit, but dude, I wanted to use that freaking Hell Killer ability. Okay, if you got a problem with that, just use Broly alone, because I'm sure he will probably carry you. But yeah, Hell Killer clears. Alright, boys, so for the water element, we're gonna be using this team right here. Unfortunately, we have to use Rimuru because the rest of water is useless. So if you don't have Rimuru, try to trade for him, or just play the water element with less score. Now for the modifiers, we're gonna be using traits. I don't know why they won't load, but we're gonna be using traits. Disable traits, mind control, wormhole, we're gonna be using revitalize, and we're gonna be using solidified, and unfortunately we won't be using any more, so the score is gonna be 1900. Don't worry, because we will get that 100 extra score from another element. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna obviously start by placing our farms. After placing our farms, we're gonna place our weathermans around this area right over here. We're just gonna place 3 of them around this area, and we're just gonna place the 4th one here. Doesn't really matter, but yeah, next up we're gonna start placing or start upgrading our speedwagons. After Wardzo, we're gonna be upgrading our Takarada a little bit before starting to place our Rimurus. So just a few upgrades here, maybe until upgrade 3. There we go. And then I'm gonna place one of my Rimurus here just to get rid of some of the leaks, just like that. And then I'm gonna place one over here, just around this area right here as well. Actually, we can put him a little closer, maybe around here. Yeah, sure. We're gonna place the second one around here. And then what I'm gonna do is just place the third in here and here. There we go. And then we're gonna upgrade our Takarada until upgrade 5. After we get our Takarada until upgrade 5, we're just gonna upgrade each of our Rimarus to upgrade 4. So we're just gonna spam upgrade our Rimaru until we get each of one of them to upgrade 4. There we go, we have finally done it, upgrade 4. Now what we're gonna do is just wait until the boss spawns. So let's wait until wave 15. Okay, we are about to hit wave 15. I'm just letting you guys know, with Resilient, it's actually doable to get the 2000 score, but in my opinion, it's not worth it. I failed once and then I got it the second time, but I feel like it was so RNG that it wasn't worth putting as the main strat. Just getting rid of Resilient makes it 100 times easier, so I might as well just do a 1900 score. Anyways, the boss spawned and he did his mind control, so we go ahead and upgrade our Rimarus now because we are safe to do so. And if you guys see this, it's way easier now without Resilient. You will see how this boss will get destroyed. Yeah, that's it, GG's. We should be done with the boss anytime now. If he does manage to leak out, you can sell one of the Rimarus and place them at the back, because you don't really need it for getting rid of the other enemies. So just do this to get rid of the boss to finalize your damage. And honestly, as I said, even this is RNG. Sometimes you may not even need to sell one of the Rimarus, because it all depends on where your boss is, depending on the other units, because Revitalize makes this 100% RNG, depending on how the boss is in position of the other enemies, depending on how the slow is doing, depending on how many small enemies you killed, it will be easier or harder. And yeah, this was basically brainless. I just try to make the guides as brainless as possible to help you guys so you don't have to lock in fully. This is not a tournament, you know, so you can just do it brainlessly as I did. And yeah, that's it, boys. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and see you in the next one. See ya.